Hey everybody, this is Rob Weldon. Welcome back to Fireside 42. This is episode 9. Tony, how are you?
I am doing really good. It's a good day in bargaining. Every day is a good day in bargaining.
Every day is a good day in bargaining. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
We've got Lisa Elliott and Yogi Peoples, and I got to tell you, they were kind of awesome, I thought.
I listened back to this episode a couple times, and it was fun to listen because it was a good time. They also had good shit to say.
Yeah, there's good stuff in here. Pay attention. There's good stuff in here.
Both Yogi and Lisa have worked on several things together, so they got each other's backs, and I think that resonates in that episode. I want to say when they talk about some of these subjects, some of the things they've bargained for in subcommittees. There's a lot of topics, a lot of good questions that you asked that they had some important things to say about.
Well, let's listen to them tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fireside 42, y'all. Today, I've got Lisa Elliott. Hi, Lisa. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty fair. And we got Yogi Peoples.
Hello, hello, hello. I have arrived.
You have arrived. Yogi, you got a fan club, Yogi. I got to tell you, I've been getting harassed about getting you on here, so I'm so happy that you're with us today.
I'm happy to be here. It's an honor. Trust, it is.
So typically, we have kind of a preconceived topic that we talk about. But with you ladies, we just kind of want to try something different and kind of freewheel a little bit about whatever it is that we want to talk about and just let you guys roll. Are you guys down with that?
Cool.
Okay, you never know what you're going to get out of our mouths.
That's fine. That works for me. So, Lisa, let's start with you. Tell me about your bargaining experience so far. Well, tell me a little bit about your history. Like, you've got some experience with union stuff, right?
Yes, I was in a teachers union for 10 years and helped work on a small contract with the teachers union. There was nothing compared to bargaining for a manufacturing project. Just saying.
It's a lot more complicated.
A lot different.
Yeah.
A lot more complicated. Yeah, a lot more factors into play. I've really enjoyed gaining the knowledge I've gotten. It's been fabulous. I have never, ever realized all the parameters that are required of having a bargaining unit.
Parameters? What do you mean parameters?
Well, I mean, first of all, you have your committee. Well, first you have your election committee, then you have your bargaining committee, then you have your training, and then you have all the subcommittees, and then you have all the demands that have to be bottled. And then with the subcommittees, you find in the process of negotiating, hey, this piece of language probably should be over here with that piece of language. So then we have to shift demands around. It has been a very unique experience in trying to negotiate a contract for our membership down on the floor. It is very humbling. Very humbling.
I imagine. Now, Yogi?
Yes.
You got some experience on you too, don't you?
Yes, I have a little experience with the UAW, and like Lisa, my mom was also a part of a teachers union, but from the time I was born, I was always a UAW child, so I've been in there for a while, but this is my first time on the opposite side as far as organizing and being on a bargaining committee. I've always had help from the UAW when I was when you have grievances and things like that from when I was employed at General Motors, but now being on the other side of it and going through the training process, it is a lot that we have experienced as far as learning, and it's just been an amazing process, and I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm glad that you all voted me in here, and I promise you I'm going to get the job done for you.
Well, I appreciate that. Now, you guys have been at this for a little while. Is there any particular language or any accomplishments that you guys have worked out so far that you're particularly proud of? You can tell us a little bit about?
Well, I'm in discipline and grievances, but I'm also in job security. And in that process, we have been able to secure language that has been TA'd dealing with job security as far as Volkswagen guarantees 40 hours a week, no matter what. They've guaranteed that they will compensate you if there's absolutely no work to be done. I'm very pleased with that. Even just given the opportunity to receive money, knowing that I come to work, I come here to build cars, and if you don't have any of that work for me to do, then I should be compensated because I did show up.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, Lisa, how about you? Do you have anything particular language or successes that you want to talk about, brag about a little bit?
Well, I was on 2 subcommittees, EDDP, which is Educational Development Training Programs, and then on EAP, Employee Assistance Program. And I was a lead on EAP, and I was lead on EDDP too, co-lead. But in EAP, part of my story is I am in recovery, have been in recovery, been sober for a long time. But we want to knock those people down in Volkswagen. They get drug tested and thrown out. Even if they disclose and pass, they got one chance. Well, in our new TA for the recovery program, the monitoring program, even if they relapse while they're in the program, they'll get another chance. And that's something we didn't have TA'd before.
Oh, that's good news.
So, because the saying is relapse is just a minute away.
Right, yeah.
So, if they, during the monitoring program, if they fail the drug test, they'll be given a second chance, and we didn't have that, and I'm very proud of that. We also got a lot of good language on training and development with ETCs on the floor. There'll be 3 reps on the floor, 1 each shift, and they will be helping with continuous improvement, health and safety, working to make sure training and development is in alignment with DART and providing adequate knowledge. But I didn't do that alone. I had a co-chair with that one. And then we also had an EAP.
The one I'm like
Is-
most,
I'm getting that
you
one now.
already know.
I'm right there.
She gonna be slow about it, but I'm gonna talk about it because I'm proud of this one for her, and that is childcare. We know we've struggled with childcare for years. They had the daycare across the street that was supposed to be for us, which is not. They give us a $5 discount, but now we have language. Tell them about it, Lisa. Talk about it, girl. Because I am proud of this. My girl did this. I'm telling you.
So part of this language she's speaking about is we got a reimbursement, a subsidized child care, as Volkswagen's labeling it. Although there's not a dollar amount in it yet. They did TA that they would give employees with proof of licensed child care, so much money per child per week to help subsidize the cost of child care.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and coming from somebody that pays $200 a week, whatever they give us, which I know she gonna fight hard for them to give us a fair amount, and I'm dependent on her because it gets hard for these people that come into work every day and having to worry about childcare and it being so expensive. So.
Well, I owe you some flowers. I got little ones of my own, and we spend a lot of money.
Yes.
Well, the research shows that next to a mortgage, the next family expense is childcare. Most expensive thing is childcare, and the cheapest I could find it was $220 a week per child, and that was income based, to $350, no matter age, no matter the child, a week. So we wanted to make sure, because we were trying to get on-site 24-hour access because that was the demand. I went every which way but sideways, even presented a whole research document on how first year we just research it, see if the data if we need it, do all that. They kept saying no, and they brought that language back, and I said, if you let us change it to per child per week, we'll take it. And they said, go ahead. And so we TA'd their language. And then EDDP also got the Dependent Scholarship Program. It's a reimbursement based not on grades or anything, as long as you show you had expenses. It's a scholarship program. There'll be 25 $2,000 scholarships available to be applied for by college-age students of the Volkswagen hourly workers.
What do they determine? What is a college-age student? I'm 47. Can I go back to school?
So
Don't laugh,
it's your
Yogi.
dependent.
Don't laugh at me.
It's your dependent. They already have an employee.
Oh, okay,
tuition
so that's different.
reimbursement.
Okay,
So
okay.
This is for
Dependent.
children. It's a dependent scholarship
I got you.
program.
Okay.
So
I was distracted by Yogi laughing at how old I am.
That right there is amazing too, just to get something back.
And they'll be eligible for it one time. So, like, if you have a freshman in college that applies and gets it, it's only a one-time shot. But it's something we didn't have.
Yeah, every little bit helps when it comes to education, higher education, right?
Yes,
Sir.
absolutely.
That's very cool.
Yes.
I didn't know about that, and I'm up here all the time. That's fascinating.
We try to keep some secrets.
I know.
Women keep secrets.
That's going to make it for a difficult podcast if you guys ain't telling me stuff. So I kind of want to shift gears a little bit. Okay, I want to talk about the bad. And Yogi, this is kind of going to go back to you. So the last update we had, Chuck spent some time talking about the importance of job security. Right? He talked about the 5 pillars. Right? And he stressed to us, it doesn't matter how many goodies we get. It doesn't matter how many scholarships. It doesn't matter none of that stuff if after we get this contract, Volkswagen sells to Audi and we have to renegotiate everything.
Absolutely.
Right? But like just like a bad game of telephone, the people that were at that meeting, they went back to the factory floor and they told a friend and that friend told a friend and that friend told a friend. And now today, for example, for me, I was approached 3 separate times today. People going, did you know that Volkswagen's going to sell to Audi and they're going to kick the union right out of here as soon as that happens? So let's talk a little bit about how, A, that's not true, right? Okay. We're not selling to Audi. There's no reason to believe that. No. And B, we're not going to put a contract, or you're not going to put a contract on the floor for us to vote on that does not protect us.
Absolutely.
We need that job security language in our contract to make sure we don't get sold.
Right.
Because if Audi's wanting to build another vehicle, we signed the contract, we don't have anything in there, then, they buy us. Well, then there goes our contract. Because we didn't have that job security saying we get to work here until the end of the contract. And even if they sold us, the contract would go with them.
Right.
So that brings another point. That's why job security is very important.
Say it one more time for the people in the back. How important is it?
It's very extremely important to guarantee we have jobs to get all the goodies that we're trying to get.
So to be clear, you're not going to give us the opportunity to vote for a contract that doesn't protect us.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
That's
it
a
makes
pillar.
no
that's
sense.
That's okay. Good. Thank you.
I mean, for real, I'm just being honest. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Why would I put my people in jeopardy like that? We ain't doing nothing like that in here. We strictly for the workers, the Avleys workers, and we doing things that'll make their lives better.
That's what I wanted to hear. Let's talk about Red Shirt Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys think? I mean, it's kind of a slow-moving thing, right?
It is. The more we try to get it out there to make people understand about red, because I never wore this many red shirts before. Before
red's
this,
my favorite color.
Now every Wednesday I wear red, whether I'm at work or not, just to let them know, But once I found out the real meaning behind why we do Red Shirt Wednesdays, it makes me proud to put on a red shirt on a Wednesday.
Red Shirt Wednesday shows solidarity in the union and reminds the companies that they work for they still have solidarity. No matter how long they've been there, 1 year, 2 year, 15 years, 30 years, Red Shirt Wednesday has always been a thing to support solidarity in the union. And that's why we encourage it to wear them in and out, since they won't let y'all wear them on the line.
Right. Now, I have to admit, I'm pretty bad about that. I haven't worn my red shirts. I haven't been to a flagpole thing. I'm hoping that helping with the podcast thing kind of gives me some points there. But you and I were talking the other day, and you, Lisa, you brought up a thing I think is actually a pretty good idea, and I might co-opt that and tell everybody it was my idea. But tell us a little bit about what you were telling me about with the shirts and the chairs.
Okay, so red shirts on Wednesday is the only visual representation we have for Volkswagen that we have solidarity. Those red shirts show the solidarity for what the bargaining committee's trying to get, that we are union. Not UAW, we are Local 42. We are part of UAW, but we are UAW Local 42, our union. And those red shirts are that visible representation. If I had to, I would bring red shirts in every day. May only wear it on Wednesday, but I would bring a red shirt in every day and put it over my backpack, put it over my chair, carry one in my backpack, and do that daily. Just so I have representation that I am supporting my Local 42 union, that I am willing to go those steps. Volkswagen will see the visual representation, and they will know we mean business.
And then have you noticed that just the red shirt really pisses management off? Just like they some bulls, you know, you out there doing a bullfight and you got the red. If you just show up in some red shirt, it really pisses them off. And Yogi, me, I don't like nothing better but than to piss somebody off by just doing something simple as putting on a red shirt. You know?
red shirt.
It's that red shirt. If that's gonna piss them off, hey, let's go.
So that brings up a good point, because I hear sort of the counter argument to that is, and it seems to me that there's maybe some validity to it. I use gate 3, which is kind of in the boonies, right?
Yeah.
And at 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, when I come into work wearing the red shirts, it ain't nobody from management in the plant. They sure as hell ain't at gate 3, right? So they ain't seeing it.
They know.
So that's my point. So you're
Yes.
telling me that they know, even though they're not,
know.
they don't get up for another 5 hours.
Absolutely. You don't think that they have somebody out there monitoring to see how many people show up, and when they only see a few people out there, that sort of eases management mind to like, well, they not really organized, they not really into this as much as we think they are, or it's not never going to happen. So we try to get more people involved, because the more people you have out there, it just makes a better statement than just having a few of them out there.
How many cameras are in this plant?
I have no idea. I look around and I don't see
How
any,
many
but I have to
cameras are in
imagine
that
there's,
parking lot as you
lot.
come in through gate 3?
A lot.
there's quite a few of them.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Who's monitoring those cameras? Who's going to see those red shirts? Who's going to spread that word?
I like the idea of putting red shirts on the chairs.
Listen, I got 7 of them. If
I was
I
gonna
was
say,
on
I've got a
that
closet
floor,
full of red shirts, and I wear them to unions and stuff sometimes. And I got a blue one that I'm actually quite fond of. I like that blue shirt, but
Yeah.
maybe I'll start bringing my red shirts
I was
and just
just-
putting them on people's chairs if they give me permission. Like, can
Yeah.
I put this on your
Just
chair? And I'll be
totally.
the
I got 7.
Yeah.
I'd bring all 7 of them in and wear one in every Wednesday, but I'd bring them all in and say, can I use your spot if they don't have a red shirt? I would.
That's all it takes.
We need the visual representation that we're strong.
I like the idea of our manager walking past our team room and seeing a team room full of red shirts.
Just be
That
disgusted.
tickles me.
Just be disgusted. You seen how they scrunch their face up when they see I'm like, it's just a shirt, bro. It's cute.
So right before the election, when we voted the union in, it seems to me like, because before you guys became important and I got relegated to being just a peon, we were all VOCs.
We're all important.
I know, but we were all VOCs together, right?
Yes.
And we used to go to the VOC meetings, and for the longest time, it was like we couldn't make headway. We didn't have
Yeah.
enough representation, And then all of a sudden, it seemed like we passed the event horizon, and then all of a sudden, everybody was talking about the union, and everybody was going to vote for the union.
Right.
Do you think a similar thing will happen with the red shirts? Like as we get closer and closer to the finality of this bargaining process, whether the company starts doing the right thing, or whether they keep doing the wrong thing enough to piss us off, do you think there will come a time when we cross the line and then we kind of get a repeat, where all of a sudden there's a wave of red shirts? Do you think that's something that we're heading towards?
Robert, I really hope so, because, if Volkswagen keeps stalling, we will be prepared to strike. And we're going to have the members behind us
Yeah.
for that. And if it takes a shirt or whatever, we are going to need them standing behind us. So it's easy for just to have a red shirt just to show that you with us, but we need to let them know. So be prepared that we have the members that they have our back. Because, if they keep acting the way they're acting, it's coming. If you want to see some change, get involved. That's all. Just get involved. That's the best way it's going to get done. If you take it and do it yourself, so come out here and help us so we can get you those shit.
Amen.
And going back to organizing, when I first got started, I didn't come here till 2020. And so when I first started getting involved was after I found I was going to be converted to Volkswagen. They said, yeah, you're going to be converted to, okay. So then I called the union hall and said, so what do we got to do to get a union? So from that time, it was those one-on-one conversations, building people up. Because I remember doing a Zoom meeting training, one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
There was like 20 of us, 25 of us,
Yeah.
and that was it. And
Are you talking about the media one?
the one we did, it was an education thing, yeah. And we grew and grew and grew, and they started growing. And then we'd have the meetings, and they'd grow and grow and grow. Well, then we got our union. Okay, the work didn't stop.
Right.
The key was everybody's like, okay, we're done. They got to do the rest of it. No, it's Local 42's job to see this all the way through. So with that being said, those conversations still need to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
If you need questions answered, if you're not satisfied with what you're hearing on the floor, reach out, call us, see us. Now we're doing the communication. We got the Facebook communication page going now. Reach out and get information. I understand people got needs and can't. You know, people who have 2-income jobs, wife's got to go to work. People who have kids with special needs. People who just tired and want to go home. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have to have those conversations so we know where we're at and what the bargaining committee needs from the membership and what the membership needs from us. And now we're down to the last, I think they said 24.
Mm-hmm.
24.
These are things that we can't walk away from the table without. These are y'all demands.
Right.
We fighting for stuff that y'all wanted. You know what I'm talking about? So we just trying to get it done.
I mean, we always heard about the union busting and the stall tactics. Well, I can tell you right now, we've seen them every step of the way when we go through this whole thing from when we got our union to when we got our election to when we got the bargaining committee election to when we got our training to when we can sit there and see, oh, I see that was a stall. I can see this was a stall. I can see all the way through.
So there's different ways to show support, right? It's not just, there's those people that are dedicated to the Red Shirt
Right.
Wednesday thing. We see them every morning. We see them
Right.
every evening. They're dedicated to it. They're diehards.
Yes,
and
they
we
are.
love them for it, right?
Yeah.
And for me, really, the Red Shirt Wednesday really wasn't my thing, but I wanted to participate. But the thing that occurs to me is that there's 3,400 people in the shop with all manner of talents, hidden talents
Yes, sir.
Yes.
that they can bring to the table. There's people that can
Yes.
do art. There's people that can do computer stuff. There's people
Yes.
that can do music. There's all kinds of ways. And even if what I would suggest, and I wouldn't know about how going about organizing this stuff, but even if, say, Red Shirt Wednesday is not your thing, but you're a talented artist, find a way to contribute that way.
Right.
Maybe you do music. Find a way to contribute that way. Use your talents
Right.
for the
'Cause
good of the cause.
We're always trying to come up with ideas, but we do need to hear from the members what they wanted because, you know, we were doing the flyers all week, every day. Then we got word that they were tired of the flyers. Okay, cool, we'll stop doing the flyers. But now we hear they want the
You want
flyers.
flowers again.
So it's kind of confused, but we're trying to accommodate, you know,
Right.
say the masses so we can, but we need you all to come tell us what we need to be doing. We like Chuck always tell us, we work for you all.
Right.
So just come and tell us what you need us to do, and we'll be able to accomplish it.
Okay. We're running late. I got one more question.
Okay.
And I'm curious. And Tony, you've been quiet so this whole episode. You don't even have a microphone today. But this kind of goes to you too. And the thought occurred to me the other day. You both come from union backgrounds, and you said yourself before you were just kind of a union person.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But you guys are making a contract, a historical contract, right? This is the
Absolutely.
first foreign
Absolutely.
unionized plant. Think about this. Every single contract from here forward is going to be built on top of y'all's work. This is something that you guys get to own and pass on to your children. How do you feel about that?
This is something that not just us, Volkswagen all together. This is something that Volkswagen is doing that is historic. From here on out, any manufacturing company that comes and get their union in, they're going to base their contract off of what Volkswagen has done in Chattanooga. And that is just amazing to know that we were a part, the first, and I just can't even, I'm glad. I feel I feel blessed to be here, to be able to have this.
I'm right with you. I feel very blessed to
Yeah.
be here and can't fathom.
Because it's amazing. Just know
that.
Tennessee, we put Chattanooga on the map.
Yeah,
What
you
the
did.
heck
Yeah, you
about?
did.
What you talking about? We put Chattanooga on the map, and it's nothing but up from here. We are Chattanooga, Volkswagen of Chattanooga. Just know that our name is being spoken all over the world just from this right here. And if you working here, you know it's about to be lit.
That's the truth, because I had a conversation. I was on the phone with somebody the other day, and they said, "You work at Volkswagen. You don't work at Chattanooga, do you? You're a UAW shop now." Yes, we are. How's that contract going? So we can't talk about it. It's not public knowledge at this time, but we are still in negotiations.
But just
And
know.
this guy used to work with negotiations for the other side at another shop. So he's
So
like,
this
well,
is worldwide.
y'all
This
made
ain't just
history. That's what he
Chattanooga.
said.
This is
Y'all made
worldwide.
history.
Damn right. Excuse me.
That's okay.
I didn't
We
know if I
get
could
we get a
cuss
little.
now. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, we get a little salty all the time.
Don't tell me
don't
that
care.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
see,
was gonna
there it
say,
goes now. I should have told you sooner.
You fucked up telling her.
Ah, there it is. There it is.
Yes,
What me this time?
I'm trying to put on this shit like I'm proper. No, I'm not. I'm
No. You get. We're all auto manufacturers here. You get salty. You want to.
That is. That's right. That's right.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm proud of you. You guys work hard. I see it every day, and like I said, the work that y'all are doing, and everybody in the plant's contributed. We did our part. We voted. We rallied.
Yes.
But you guys are up here all the time. You guys are putting together a contract, and you guys are our first line of defense. And again, every contract that comes out of this plant from here forward is going to be built off of the work you guys are doing, and you guys are so smart about it. Like, it blows my mind. The concepts, the higher level concepts that you guys are dealing
that
with.
We received from the UAW, we have some of the top people here. They didn't have STEP at all because they knew this shit is, this is very important. Being in the United States, being in the South, this is very important. So they didn't have STEP when they came to training. Now, our counterparts, half of them want to be in the union because they know that we are about to get some great things. It's just the training, the money that they put into getting us ready, getting us prepared, having our back, and to know that we're the one making the decisions. So on the Volkswagen side, they have to take the proposals, give it to somebody else, have somebody else look at it, give us an answer. But when we give a proposal or are given a proposal, we go back to our office and we discuss it amongst us being manufacturer, people that actually do the work. We're actually getting this contract together. It's nothing from upper management. They don't even know the policy book as it is. So we go in there. We know policy because we worked here all this time. We know our policies back and forth. When you get in the office with them having these meetings, they don't even know their own policy. And it's like, you are supposed to be directing us, and it's just crazy. I'm telling you, that's a whole nother conversation, and we're gonna have that one next time.
All right.
Because I got some tea.
All right, you're coming back. We're gonna book you now.
Yes, I got some tea for y'all, honey.
All right, so we've been talking about 30 minutes. We should probably wrap it up. But is there anything else that you guys want to add?
I
Anything
just
that you think
appreciate.
I missed?
I appreciate all the support. Y'all just don't know. It's been a struggle. People that's been here for as long as I have, y'all know we done been through hell and back. But I'm glad to still be here, and I appreciate the new people. I know it was y'all that got this vote through, and I appreciate every last one of y'all. And just know we ain't finna come half-stepping on no bullshit. This contract finna be fire, and we gonna turn up one time. Bye.
I really appreciate everybody on that floor. I appreciate everything y'all do with us and for us, and keep it up.
Ladies, I really appreciate you. This is
Thank
going to
you
be
for having
this is
us.
going to be a good
This is the
episode.
second time we were together for.
yeah,
we did that interview.
Yeah, this my girl, honey. I love
We're
her.
gonna do this again. You
Yes.
got you two down for do this again?
Absolutely.
All
Shit,
right.
you know where I'm at.
All right, we're out.
Bye.
Bye.
Great.
And that's it. That's our episode with Lisa and Yogi. I had a great time doing that, and it was funny. Well, they were a little nervous at first, right?
Yeah.
But then they heard themselves on the microphone, and then they got into it, and it was fun watching them get into the show. But anyway, that was episode 9. So hey, there's a new thing. It's the bargaining team. Tony, you and your guys are putting out a new communique, as they would say in the old.
Yeah. So at the time of this episode, we've put out several.
Mm-hmm.
We've done the flyers, which are being handed out, which is got this really good information in there, and then we do videos about that same flyer that we have different bargaining committee members talk about, and it's been really good. There's been a really good reception, I want to say. The feedback that we've gotten, and I know you've gotten as well, has been really great to see and to hear, and people are definitely talking about it. So, obviously we're going to keep doing it because that's been a request from the members on the floor that we want more communication. So,
and because we want these things to kind of work together, I'm gonna put the website. You guys have a website now.
Yeah,
we should say that overtly. Bargaining team has its own website now, at least temporarily.
and it's all made by us.
It's all made by
for
you guys,
us,
right?
For everybody on the floor. It's made by us.
Right. I'm going to put a link to that. I'm going to put that web address in the show notes.
Yep.
And then you guys are kind enough in your website to link back to our episodes for Fireside 42. So hopefully everybody can get the information that they need in the way that they want to consume it.
Yeah.
Everybody, thanks for listening. Next week will be an episode with Billy Quake and Steve Cochran. We're going to talk about Works Council and Volkswagen stuff. And y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you. This is Fireside 42. We're out.